took out the air filter, and as you can see, it is disgusting. Now I'm working on the oil filters. So these cans, both of these, hold the oil filters, filter the oil of course, and we'll see in just a second how it looks. I've got it. We've got the washer. I'm going to keep both the washer and the nut and the other one here handy. So we loosened them up. We're taking off the top. We've got our nuts off, our washers off, and oh. I'm under the truck. I'm gonna give it its first oil change since it's been with me all couple of days. I'm surrounded by ants. Not just little nice black ants or little mean red ants, but big nasty carpenter ants. So I'm lying on a moving blanket because that'll shield me from the ants. Let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Which way is righty tighty on this thing when I'm upside down? I just want to crack it a little bit, let the oil dribble out, make sure the bucket's positioned correctly, which I think it already is. Man, I don't know when this last oil change was. I would imagine in the late 80s, so it's going to be about 30 years ago. It's not moving. Oh, got it!
Got it?
I got it! I got it!
Good job.
It moved a little. Alright. I got a movement. I got movement. Too much fun!
Too much bugs!
Too many bugs! Yeah, there's some bugs. I got a movement! Got it! Got a movement.
There you go.
The last oil change was in the late 80s. It's a weird angle to be lying on my shoulder bone. Alright, well that'll help. Okay, here we go. Ready? Got movement! Okay, I can undo it with my hands at this point. But it's not dribbling yet. So I'm going to put the bucket underneath it. Reposition this guy. Alright, so now I can get this with my hands. Whoa, and it's out. Okay. Woo! Look at that baby. Look at that baby drain. That is some 30-something-year-old oil. That might even be older. I don't know when they changed it last. So we're going to center the bucket. Just let it fill up in there. Can't believe we got it without getting attacked by too many carpenter ants. Oh, they're so mean. Alright, it's almost empty, I think. Gotta hold on to this guy, huh? I don't want to drop him in there. Man, with this kind of oil change, and keeping so much of it in the bucket, the only drips on the ground might have been off my hand, but that even seems pretty contained. BP could really learn from me, huh? Sorry, was that too soon? So I took out the old oil filters. They're so cool, they're so big, I want to do something really neat with them. Although I'm not sure what yet, so if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments, tell me. Because we got some new filters. Oh, I feel something crawling on my neck. Oh, there it is. It's just a little spider. Really couldn't reach for it. But, you know, when you live in the country, you get spiders and ants and all sorts of critters. All right, I'm down to just a couple last drops. You can't see this part, but I'm gonna just put this nut back in. Right? I've got it tight as I can with my hand. I'm gonna use the wrench just to finish it up. Move the bucket out of the way. Oops. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Righty is down towards the end of the back of the truck. I don't think you can see me too well in this light, but we're gonna just tighten it up with the wrench. There you go. You can see him all the way up there in the corner. Alright, tighten it up. Wrench down. Gonna put on my nose.
Mommy.
Hey, buddy! Can you see me?
Yeah.
Don't touch mommy.
Yep, Mommy's a mechanic today. Alright, so all the oil and gunk, and we're ready to put some new oil in. Alright, so I've loosened these up. We took out the old oil cans. We didn't loosen it quite enough. I loosened it up. We took out the old oil cans. And now we're going to put in the new filters. After draining the oil, here we go. I got my nuts. I got my washers. I have my brand new shiny silver. Look how pretty that is. Not that it matters. So we're gonna put our oil can in. We're gonna make sure it's seated properly all the way in. I'm gonna pour some nice clean oil into it about 3/4 of the way up because I don't know what kind of crap is in the engine and what's gonna be thrust into the filter. So I just want to give it some nice oil to work with. Oh, that is some beautiful gold oil right there. Look at that. Nice and clean, yellow. There we go. All right, I'm going to do that to both sides. We're going to put the spring on the inside with the nut and washer on the top. We're going to put this directly on top here. I'm going to screw it in by hand, and then I'll come back and tighten it with a wrench. If you're unfamiliar with why people do oil changes on their cars and why we're doing it on this fire truck, it's because the oil lubricates the piston rings to keep all the burn from getting on them. I'll use my wrench to finish tightening them once I get them as tight as I can do it by hand. So it's pretty good actually, but I'll still tighten it up with a wrench at the end. There we go. First oil change in Florida on this 1952 Continental engine, 6-cylinder, 12 spark plugs, and don't you want to know why? The oil opening here in the oil can, it has a filter in it, so using a funnel like I would like to do isn't going to work. So I'm just going to have to use my bucket and pour it. So on this engine, the dipstick is all the way down here. So we're going to pull it out, and there you go. We'll check it. You can't really see too much because it's such a clear oil, but we're perfect. We have our old air filter. We have our new air filter. I've stuck it on. Gonna give it a little twist, and now I'm gonna put it in. Here's our carburetor. I'm putting the air filter on right now. If you're unfamiliar with carburetors, they regulate the gas to air ratio in the engine. And I'm just gonna screw this on.